Hey guys, Todd Holland, economist for Homes and Loans Done Right and Home Sotheby's International Realty. I hope you're all doing really well. I just wanted to give you a quick investor level overview of a property here in Fallbrook, California, which is just north of San Diego, just south of Temecula. This property has a ton of potential for an investor to come in and do some amazing things because it is so run down and small considering the land that it's on. Many of the comps that we're going to send over to you are in fact large luxury homes, 4,000 square feet, ballpark with Viking appliances, travertine bathrooms, the works, and those tend to go for around 1.1, 1.2, potentially more depending on how well you landscape the backyard. I'm not sure if there are photographs of the backyard here that are sufficient. This kitchen is very old. The floor is not terrible but old. The carpet is dated. Everything is dated. The bathrooms are not horrible but not excellent either. The yard is, let me see if they in fact do have a shot of the yard. There is a ton of space back here. I wish they would do it justice in the photographs, but alas, they have not. It is on about an acre and a half. And most of that is flat land, so you can put a large casita back there, you can build the house back. There are tons of options. You can have one of the comps that we'll send you has a very tasteful courtyard type of a thing with a casita in the back and a nice sitting area between. In any case, the valuation of the property, I think, is a very key and important figure that we have to be looking at. Based on all of my calculations, we're seeing this property is a bit overpriced. They're asking $599. By the best of my measurements, it's only worth about $570 at best. So to come down on that would really bring it into reasonable value. What we're seeing on the adjusted property value, and there's a number of ways that we're looking at this. So on one side, we are increasing the square footage to 4,000. This model allows us to make changes like that, and it'll correctly bring the data in to give us the right valuation. On this size of the lot, with a 5-bedroom, 4-bedroom house, which is what I was assuming, the property value is right around 1.15. And I think that it's more subjective than not because a lot of the things that you'll be putting in the house are the very high end, comparable to the $1.3, $1.4 million very, very high end things. The only thing that I'd like to show here is, well, a few things, not the only thing. So going back to its original value and why I think this is a smart investment, if you'll take a look at this, at the blue bars here, the dark blue bars, almost like a gray bar, that shows the sale value of all of the comps used to generate this value, and it's lower than about half of them, so it's right around the mean value. So it's not, I wish we could have gotten this one, for example, but this one I would assume is not an arm's length transaction from what I'm seeing here. However, this is still leaving a lot of room for growth. You'll see that the growth rate and value for this area is right around 5 or 6%. So while your holding costs will occur during that time, you won't really feel the brunt of that because you'll recapture that on the back end in terms of valuation increase. Fallbrook is fortunately one of the communities that is undergoing such a change. Now, some interesting figures I'd like to look at in the hypothetical situation of post-renovation. So think when we're looking here at 1.15, that's the post-renovation number. Again, we should probably increase that further because it's in excellent condition. So it'll be close to 1.22, right, because it'll be brand new. So I think this is more of a number that we'll be looking at, 1.22, for the resale. Now, that'll put us in the upper echelon of home sizes, so this will certainly be a luxury project. This will put us also in the more expensive side for homes of this type. That's because everything down here is either a much smaller home on a much smaller lot or something like that. If you'll look over here, we're also in the upper echelon of lot sizes. Ours is about an acre and a half. Most are, as you can see, about an acre or a little bit over an acre. The only one that's any greater than ours is this very large lot on Sycamore Way, which is just about 3 acres, 3 point something acres. So that's the only thing that's really beating us. Everything else we're doing very well here. Again, this is the hypothetical situation as well. Days on market is always another consideration, and I think it's important to discuss up front when we're looking at these things. property doesn't sell super fast in Fallbrook. It takes about 120 days on average. We had a large spike in 2016 because of political uncertainty and things like that, but we're normalizing right around 130, 120. It takes about 4 months to get property sold. So that gives you plenty of time to get started, to get building, so you're not in a rush. I think two other things that are worth discussion here are the strength of the market, both on the buy side and the sell side. Nothing super interesting here. It's a neutral market, very, very slightly pointed toward the buyer's market, which will be interesting when it's sold as a luxury property, because I feel like the luxury high-end, which a lot of the luxury high-end was built here in this 2013 window I'm referring to, pushes it up closer to a seller's market. And lastly, I think we all know this as California residents, however, it bears mentioning, this has a very, very low risk of decline. Almost like 9 to 1 odds, 10 to 1 odds that the property will not decline in value, certainly within 5 years, but absolutely within the time frame that you're holding onto it. If there's any questions on this, I think I can answer those pretty clearly, but the measurements that we're using here, just as a quick overview, are the same measurements being used in the Case-Shiller-Weiss Index, which is the #1 index being used by all financial analysts who look at real estate as a trade sector. And I think that's how we also will be treating this this kind of a project is more of a financial project than anything else, with return on investment and potential buyers on the back end. So with that being said, I'll leave this to you. If you have any questions, please reach out to me directly, or send me an email or a text message. We can certainly move forward with this. Again, my executive summary is I think that we need to be offering about $20,000, $30,000 less than what they're asking. And I think that the upside there, if we do, it'll be a larger project, of course, but if we do this properly, there is a tremendous upside. Keeping with a 20% margin after everything is done, you have just under $500,000 of funds that you can put together and make this really pop. So thank you so much for watching this and for listening. I hope this was helpful. Have a great day, and let me know if I can help with anything. Thank you.